My first question I'd like to ask you, Ken, we'll start together since you're two. We'll start with Miss Karen. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, thank you so much for having us here, Laurie. It's a pleasure to be in this space with you because we met you a few weeks ago and you have been such an inspiration and a breath of fresh air. You bring so much value when you speak. There's so much value that you offer. And it is a pleasure to sit here with you today and to really share this space with you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. I'm Karen Pascal, Holistic Health and Wellness Coach and a co-author of two ebooks with my sister, Joan Williams. And also we have a digital magazine and a hard copy magazine. And we also have a show, Soul, Light and Body, that airs every Mondays from 9 to 10 and every Fridays from 9 to 10 a.m. And we are just here to empower and to help women and men to see the value within themselves and to know that there's light within themselves. We are also health coaches, as I mentioned before, and we coach out from the 12 components that is really to help you to live a real balanced life because it's food on the plate and food off the plate. And they both have to come hand in hand to help you to live a balanced life. It's primary food and secondary food. But I'll now hand the mic over to Miss Joan Williams.
Thank you, Joan.
Thank you. Thank you for having us here, Laurie. What a pleasure. True honor to be here with you, sitting with you, because Karen rightly said, and I'm going to support that as well, that you bring so much value anytime you enter the space because your words, your power, your greatness that you come with has really inspired us as well as women. Together, if we're going to talk in the space of women and notice that when you say something, you can lift us all up because you've mentioned that before and supporting us as women as well in different spaces. So we are truly feel honored and grateful for you having us here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys uplift me too. And I'm like, I got to get these guys. I have to interview these women because they're empowering me. And I know you can empower other women that's in my Facebook group and on my social media with your words and your guidance. So thank you. Thank you for coming on my show. I know you're very, very busy and I appreciate it. My other question is, what are you passionate about?
Oh, wow. We are passionate about, I say we, because I think I can speak for Karen as well, because we're both sisters. We're passionate about humanity, helping others and draw out their purpose as well. Because sometimes we can see what someone is passionate about and encourage them and empower them. And that is how the show Soul, Light and Body really came into being, because together we coach others, we bring other people into the space who are great experts, and we empower them to help others to understand, achieve your greatness. And how you achieve your greatness is by finding your passion and your purpose. And when you find that purpose that is inside you, that you feel impregnated about, and something that's give you that spark, and you find and pull that purpose together, they both ignite, and this becomes very magical. Because when you find that essence inside of you, you're happy, you're excited. There's such a joy within you. Mm-hmm. And you can share it with others. And people can feel that from you, because when you walk into a room, you walk with that level of integrity, that level of compassion, because you know that you have got something within you that you can share with the world and help humanity and become a game changer.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Karen, would you like to add anything?
Yes. You know, every morning when we wake up and we do our meditation, the one thing that we ask for after the meditation is that, how can we be of service today? and provide us with all the tools that we need to be of service to humanity. And for the past months, we have seen things have really shifted, and things have shifted in a real humongous way, I should say. That's the right word I want to use, a humongous way, in the sense that we are being directed to people. People are being directed to us.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that happening, you find that you're able to reach people on a deeper level now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people who that we are reaching now, they are coming with the value that the people need, the things the people need to hear. So it's become so huge now.
Okay.
So I could tell anyone that whatever you ask for, it always comes to you.
Okay.
And it comes to you in a very huge way that you don't even expect it, the way how it comes to you. Mm-hmm. That is what is happening for myself and Jonah, like meeting someone like you, bringing so much of value.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Because of that, it gives us the passion every single day to wake up. Because when you have this zeal and this passion, and when you wake up every day, you're looking forward for something really magnificent within that day.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel happy, so joyful, So that is what gives us the drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a wonderful feeling, to wake up and be happy, to wake up and be joyful and love what you do. I don't think people really realize how good that feels, to wake up and love what you do. There's not many people can do that, and I'm blessed I can right now, but that's something that's really not talked about enough. And I'm glad you women are out there doing that. I know you have the podcast and you have your websites. Do you do anything in the community? Like, do you have any events that you do in the community, like workshops, anything, or groups, anything like that?
That is one of the things. Okay, you go ahead, Karen.
No, sorry, Joan. You go ahead first. You take the floor.
And just was going to say that those are some of the things we crafting for because with COVID and every single thing, we couldn't do as we would like to do. Right. But now, with 2023, those are some of the things we really want to dive deeper and get out there and helping more and more in-person empowerment. But I just wanted to shift back gears a little bit and talk about, as what Karen had mentioned, is that for you to wake up with that joy and that excitement every day, first of all, you have to have that mindset. You have to have that mindset. Yeah. And you have to reposition yourself.
Right.
Because when you change that mindset and be in that mode and that space, and then you reposition yourself, because what you position for is receiving, because whatever is it, the ask that you're asking, universe, God, whatever is your spiritual practice, you are asking for something for beneficial for yourself and also to help others. But you have to be repositioned. The mind's got to be right in that mindset frame. And then you reposition yourself and you set yourself up for this receiving mode where you can draw from God, the universe, whatever you believe in. And then that is how the change started to happen, because then they become a shift.
Absolutely right, And to answer the question is that last year, myself and Joan, but she was at work, but we came together and we took some stuff to a shelter, because we so accustomed, since I'm back in our country, we Joan and I and some people who volunteer, we fed over 300 and something people, right? So, and we even get recognized by the United Nations in our country. They give us a plaque for what, they give us a plaque for what we have done, feed 300 and something people. And the same thing, we came to this country with the same attitude of, like, twice a year, we would normally give out, go to the homeless places, and we would give out stuff to them, and that is our passion. We find the joy when we give. We find that passion when someone could call us on the phone and they could say to us, you know what, things are not so nice with us. Could you guys help us? Myself and Joan always come together, and whatever we can do, we do. We do to help. Yes.
And the thing, giving is so powerful because giving, it's reciprocated. Okay. Giving and helping someone is such a joy for you if you're in a space where you can see them, is that you can see the joy in their face and they're all lit up. They're all like, because of sharing and them whatever in the space, whether it's advice or monetary or whatever it is, that you can help them and support them in spaces that be lifted up.
And it's beautiful because you get the immediate gratification from that. Like when you hand them that thing, you get that immediate smile, that hug, that thank you. Yeah. You get that immediate love, that immediate push back into your soul. So that's beautiful. Yeah. That is wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That is beautiful. I have a question. This is a good one. How do you overcome your fears? I don't see you ever having any. Like I don't get that vibe that you guys even have fears. But I always ask that question because people have a different mindset about that. So how do you overcome your fears?
Okay, you go, Karen. Take it.
We all in life experience fear, especially if things are not going the way probably how you want it to go. And sometimes you may start to question yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Because it's not going the way it's supposed to go. But then when you find that if fear comes up, you need to step back, check what you're doing, and see if it could take a little bit of a turn and a little bit of a quick and then you could empower that fear with new things and launch off in a next direction. But then if you allow that fear to take you over, then it's when you're going to pull back yourself now and then you're going to say, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. Because many times when fear comes up, a lot of negative emotions comes up with the fear. And when those negative emotions comes up with the fear, it brings a lot of doubt. And then you start to question yourself, as I said before, if it's the right thing you're doing. But when the fear come up, you got to look at the fear in such a way that, you know what else can I do? Look for ways how you could win. What else, this fear come up, but what else can I do with this fear to empower myself and empower others? What else can I do? Once we could ask ourselves that question, don't try to answer it right away. Let it sit. Let it sit a little bit. Okay. And then you go back and say, you know what? You will get an answer. Sometimes it might say to you, something, let's write out something that we could probably do. Or let's add in this sentence, or let's try to put it on, instead of Facebook, let's put it on LinkedIn. Just try to find the other ways that you could work around that fear. And don't just take that fear and go down in a rabbit hole and say it's done. No. Find ways how you could win with fear. Joan?
Okay. Yeah, with that, there's so much to add because, first of all, it depends again, whatever is your spiritual practices might be. But faith is important. Your faith is very important, and that can help you to anchor you as an individual, pulling your faith depending on spirituality, whether it's God, source, whatever it is, to hold you in place. And as the saints which says that fear is not real. It's I forget how the code goes with it. I think it's evidence of not being real. But you have to, first of all, There are a lot of things like mantra that you can mantra. You could use an affirmation to reaffirm yourself, whatever it is that you're looking at and seeing that is faithful. Use your mantras, use your affirmation. That's just for us what works, and to over that, and so as to remind yourself who you are as a human being. Show yourself compassion, show yourself grace, and finding your purpose. Also, those are things that help you to really stand strong and override it. And sometimes you dare yourself to do it, and that is how you push past that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the show that we formulated, which called Soul, Light, and Body, we had no idea how it would have moved. But the idea came up, and we just decided we got everything formed, and we said, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and do it. And we stepped out.
Mm-hmm.
Fair or no fair, we did it. And now it's 1 year since we have done everything.
Mm-hmm.
100 shows.
Mm-hmm.
100 shows. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of guests, maybe over 100 guests, because
Wonderful.
twice every week. And so sometimes, even if yes, you're faithful, but you got to push past beyond that and do it anyway.
And just do it.
Uncomfortable
Mhm.
to be, and you have to push past that. Work with that tenacity, work with that strength. It's inside. Reach inside and pull that power up, because you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Even though I'm interviewing, you see me taking notes. I'm taking big notes right now, because I've been hit with imposter syndrome the past couple of weeks, or it hit me again yesterday. Okay, I got this. I'm gonna be okay. The acronym you was thinking is called FEAR is false evidence appearing real.
Thank you for that.
False evidence
of appearing real.
Appears
Yes.
very, very real to me sometimes. Like with you, like I got nervous doing this interview. Oh my God, I'm going to interview them. I'm like, oh, I'm a life coach too, but you're awesome. Like I can feel the energy, and it like puts me in a spot where maybe I shouldn't be interviewing them, or maybe I'm too new in my podcast to interview them, or my series. But you said yes, and I'm like, I'm honored. Okay, they're here. It's gonna be okay. They said yes.
Yes.
It's like, just do it and just go. I got very nervous. I did. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this interview, but thank you for that. I do. I got some gems to take with me.
It's amazing. And it's amazing that you have pushed past your fear and you have stepped into the light, and you're shining so beautiful and so bright, because the world needs you.
Mm-hmm.
The world, and what you are, the foundation that you are laying, and the legacy that you are creating as a woman, as a strong woman, as an individual who's taking that bold stand, because you're moving in a bold space. And every time that you constantly doing your podcast, you keep building on that, you're moving in bolder spaces.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying yes to yourself as a woman.
Yes.
And you're going out. When you step into those spaces of leadership and move with boldness and moving with that integrity, you are strong and say, yes, this is how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for that. Thank you very much. I've got some gems today. You just got my soul on fire. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm up to the ceiling right now. And I appreciate that. Definitely. I definitely appreciate that.